Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So in this one, we're going to discuss QYL, or not QYL, KYLD, the ULTY killer from Kurv funds. Now, this one is interesting because this is debuting around the same time that the other one by RecShares, ULTY, is debuting. So let's go right in and discuss. We're going to do a holdings review for KYLD, and then we'll look at the share price and everything else. Been an interesting day for IPOs of new funds. So what we've got as far as holdings, let me make sure. Here we go. Okay, so for holdings, it's got some AMD, it's got some Amazon calls, some Apple 11, some AVGO, which is Broadcom. It's got Bitmine Immersion Technologies. It's got a call on that as well. BWX Technologies, Coinbase, Shift4 Payments, also a call on Shift4. GDX, which is the VanEck Gold Miners ETF. GLXY, calls on GLXY. It's got HIMS and a call on HIMS. It's got Robinhood. It's got Howmet Aerospace. It's got calls on IBIT at, oh, it's got a put and a call. That's what that is. Intel, it's got calls on Intel. And then it's got some Roblox. It's got some Reddit, some Shopify, Global X Silver Miners. It's got Teradyne, Vistra Corp, and then it's got some cash holdings. So very interesting. So let's go in. Hey, greetings, Richard. I told you you'd do it. I predicted it. You're back to #1, first fan to comment. Smash that like button for everybody tuning in live. And for those of you that watch this on the flip side, please smash that like button as well. Okay, so let's go look at the actual fund and how it's doing. Hold on a second here. All right, so Kurv High Income ETF, KYLD. Here we go. So we've got this chart over here. And we started right off with the holdings, but we're going to look at today was, how about that? So the Kurv KYLD and the RecShares ULTY both went public the same day. How about that? So it got as high as, let's see, from 25.73, got as high as 25.96, then dropped down to 25.45, and then came back up to 25.64. So that can, of course, be found on Kurv's website, Kurv Investments. They've got a pretty good website. They do some really good comparisons between their funds and others. And yeah, thank you, Richard, for that public service announcement there. Yeah, definitely smash the like button. Greatly helps the algorithm. Helps me to get videos out like this to, helps more people, more viewers find my videos for sure. Now, the expense ratio on this one's a little high, 1.16%. I like how we defaulted right to KYLD. Weekly distributions, of course. Potential benefits, offers a recurring income stream to shareholders, gains exposure to a portfolio of high growth securities. Tax advantage, option premiums may not be immediately taxed and therefore has the potential to offset short-term tax liabilities. The objective and strategy seeks to provide high income. NAV, $25. We're ahead of that. We want to stay ahead of that, of course. Important risk information. The fund is a unique investment product that may not be suitable for all investors. What kind of options with this? We went over that already. Unfortunately, Pay the Piper, you're late to class. So you'll have to go back and watch it over and over again. And feel free to watch it as many times as you want. You know, the more, the better. I like for the message to sink in, so I highly encourage, the more you watch it, the better. Anyway, and also I missed your responses in Discord today. Posed a couple of comments, over the last, couple of days, but you've been kind of quiet, I guess. But anyway, okay, so an investor should consider investing in the fund if it, among other reasons, fully understands the risks inherent in an investment in the fund's shares. There is no guarantee that the fund in the future will provide the opportunity for upside participation to the price exposure of underlying. There may be limits on upside participation to the price exposure of underlying under certain market conditions. The prospectus, I don't want to bore you all too much with the prospectus, but I like this tracker here, days traded at NAV, at a premium and at a discount. This is a good accountability tracker. Oh, and here's the holdings right here. We went over Teradyne, BWX, Broadcom, so on and so forth. And those are stock holdings. There's a lot of calls And there's one with puts and calls as well. So we've definitely got that. Anyway, let me know if anyone has any questions on this. I've pretty much covered everything. I guess I can go into the prospectus. If you're not already sold on it, the fact that they're invested in Howmet Aerospace, I mean, I think that would be the clincher. Pretty much everything's equally held except cash, 10% of the portfolio value. Let's see. Monthly, we're going to have it quarterly and monthly. What's the statement of additional information? Let's check this out. 83 pages. Let's see. By the way, if y'all haven't checked out already, I went on Marcos's channel today, and it would be awesome if you all check that one out. We had a really good interview. I think one of the best interviews I've ever done. So definitely feel free to check that out. It's certainly helped me. He's posted on all his social medias, so it's definitely funneling more followers to this channel, which is awesome. That's always welcome. And yeah, I talk about my investment philosophy, go in depth, pretty much everything that makes me tick, makes me, how I pick funds, and pretty much everything. It's a really good interview. But anyway, let's look at this one real quick here. This is 83 pages. I don't want to bore you all with this. A lot of just disclaimer stuff. You all can actually feel free to look in your own time if you want. I don't really see anything that jumps out at me. Oh, how about this? We've got the name, year of birth, and positions held with the trust. So Howard Chan, 1982. Oh, he's younger than I thought. Madeline Arment. So we've basically got the ages of, Masako Walsh is the secretary. He emails me sometimes when I'm trying to schedule interviews with them. Interesting. So there you go. If you weren't sold on it already, the fact that it has the birth years of the trustees, basically, I think that one could be the clincher. Prospectus. Well, the prospectus is a lot shorter, so let's review this real quick. It says here in the prospectus that the management fee is like 1.15%. I thought I saw a different number, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, 1.15%. I thought I saw a different number on the website. Basically, your actual cost may be higher or lower based on these assumptions above. Your annual costs would be $102 for year one. Over 3 years, $353. So think about that. Fund managers are making the expense ratio on every investor, basically. So being a fund manager can be a pretty lucrative career. So it goes into a covered call writing description, uncovered call and or put writing, call or put spread, reversals or protective collars. Very interesting. There's a lot of options, no pun intended, but a lot of options as to what they can do. Okay, let's see. So yeah, that's the. I don't really see anything else that jumps out at me. What's this? Avoid buying a dividend. At the time you purchase your shares, the price of shares may reflect undistributed capital gains or net unrealized appreciation in value of portfolio securities held by the fund. For taxable investors, a subsequent distribution to you of such amounts, although constituting a return of your investment, would be taxable. Buying shares in the fund just before it declares an income, dividend, or capital gains distribution is sometimes known as buying a dividend. So interesting. The price may reflect undistributed income. A subsequent distribution, although constituting a return of your investment, would be taxable. Very interesting. Haven't seen that disclaimer before. Tax when shares are sold, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of like good information to read, on your own time. That'll be your homework assignment. Coach is assigning you all homework for this one, especially Pay the Piper, since he didn't answer me in Discord. So that's your homework assignment. Go read the prospectuses on your own time. As bonus content, let's go look at ULTY. And then there was another IPO, completely unrelated, that I might or might not cover. This could be a potentially really good investment. But you all know, for my core followers that follow me all the way to the end, I like to throw out, bonus perks just for you all. So let's look at, while we're at it, let's go look at ULTY, the other potential ULTY killer. This was the Rec Shares one that just debuted today. Let's see what the AI prompt tells me real quick. Smash that like button, by the way, for all of you all watching. Thank you all. We're picking up on a lot of followers, by the way, from Marcos's video. Watch this. This is going to be a fun. It misunderstood me. The core difference is that ULTY is not an English word. ULTY is a rare, non-standard suffix or simply the ending of specific words like difficulty. Never thought of it that way. Didn't quite understand. I need to say actual ETF for this. The ticker symbol, I think it's too new. Yeah, forget the AI here. Let's look at ULTY. We'll have to just type in ULTY stock, I guess. Okay, so here we go. This is the Rec Shares ULTY fund here. $25.89. So the NAV is all starting at like $25 on these funds. So it did pretty well today, I would say. Or maybe, what was it, 26? Yeah, it got to 26. Dropped a little bit. 25.92. In the after hours, it's up to 26.88. So it's really doing well. Now, I first noticed this kind of behavior with yield max. In the after hours, they just kind of go crazy. So are you able to own this in the after hours? Can you trade ULTY during after hours? Interesting, because you all notice here, this is actually huge. You all could actually trade this in the after hours and capitalize on that big run up. I used to always notice that with yield max when I started covering it like 2 years ago. And Jay once told me, he's like, oh, it's no accident that you noticed that. But anyway, that's bonus content there. The other stock I was talking about is a company called, let's see. I guess I didn't, did I save the picture? Let's see. Oh, here we go. NAVN. There's a company called NAVN, another tech company. Let's see. NAVN stock over here. This one just went public today. This is one I have on my radar. It's an American corporate travel and expense management company. It offers an integrated platform combining travel booking, corporate issued payment cards, expense reporting, and analytics for businesses worldwide. Honestly, all tech stocks that I see pretty much do well. So I think this could be a good one as bonus content. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord. And, obviously ask questions in Discord, and we'll see you all on the flip side. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye.